Say hi. Everybody, this is my daughter Gianna. We're gonna go up and just, you wanna say hi, guys? We're just gonna go up, we're gonna take the cub up, and I'm gonna teach her the four fundamentals of flight. We're just gonna do some takeoffs, some landings, some turns. It's pretty windy, so she's probably not gonna get much accomplished, but we'll introduce her so I can at least start putting some stuff in her logbook. All right, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, stick all the way back. So you want to do little S turns like that so you can see what's ahead of you.
All right.
See? So when you turn to the left, you look out to the right. And when we go to the right, look out to the left now. See? So you can kind of see what's ahead of you.
Yep.
All right, good. And then to use the brakes, you don't have to worry about the brakes. They're called heel brakes. So you would use your heels on those two little brakes up there. See those two little...
That makes sense.
Yeah, those two little... Yeah, so and a lot of people don't like them, but eventually you'll learn to really like them.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna hold here, and we're gonna do a flight control check and a run up. So the flight control check, stick all the way back, and then all the way forward. All the way forward, just one hand. You're gonna, yeah, and then stick all the way back, and then full left all the way to the left.
Put my foot all the way to the left?
No, this to the left. All the way to the left. Look outside. You see how the aileron moved out there?
Yeah.
All right, now look to the right. Make sure that one's down. See how it's moving?
Yeah.
All right, good. Now we hold the brakes. The brakes now. Put the stick all the way back. All right, with just one hand. You don't fly an airplane with two hands, okay?
Yep.
Now bring this throttle right here. Put your left hand on the throttle, and slowly see that the tachometer.
Yeah.
So slowly bring it up to where it says so the needle goes to 1500. Good. A little bit more. Little bit more, good. The carburetor heat to your right, this little knob, pull that out.
All the way out?
Yep, you can use your right hand. All right, so hold the stick with your left hand. Good, and then when you put it in, I want you to look at the RPMs and look for a slight increase.
When I push this back in?
Yep, but you have to keep your eye on the tachometer so you can see if the RPMs go up at all. So push it in. See how the RPMs went up a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So bring the throttle back to idle. Slowly. No, switch hands. Now hold the stick with your right, yeah. And now bring it back. All the way. Good. All right, so that was our check. Take a look at the checklist real quick, which is back here. I have responsibility for that, so don't worry about that. Temperature's good. All right, now, like I said, what we're gonna do is on a 3 count. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then kind of leave the stick just kind of neutral.
All right.
All right.
And I do the same with the throttle, or you?
Yeah, no, you're gonna do the same thing with the throttle, but you do them both at the same time. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and as you're bringing this up, you kind of release the pressure on the stick.
All right.
Okay. But for now,
and am I bringing it all the way up to open?
All the way up to open. Yep. So bring the stick all the way back. Good. Get your hand on the throttle. Flying W, try to go cut a parting runway 19, flying W. Now we can taxi onto the runway. All right, you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go.
Oh wait, are we starting right now?
Yeah, yep. We're taking off on this runway here. So now you keep your hand on the throttle. Keep your hand on the throttle, and use your foot. You got to power your way up there. Go ahead. Keep it like this, like this. Now go ahead. Power up a little bit to get on the runway. Good. A little bit more. Now keep turning left so you're straight. Good. Now bring the power to idle, so you can get yourself lined up with the runway, and then straighten it out with your feet. Right. All right, now here, this is what we're doing. Because you can't see what's in front of you, you're gonna look straight, but you see your peripheral vision, you see where the runway cuts through the panel? So where that lines up, you wanna keep it there. So if you start seeing way too much runway on this side, that means you have to go to the right. So you wanna keep it so it basically doesn't move. You wanna keep the side of the, like where the grass meets the runway, you wanna keep it in the same, what's called sight picture where the panel is, okay?
All right.
So stick all the way back, and then what I said about the 3 count, ready? Now I'm with you, so don't worry. Now don't look at the throttle, look straight ahead and use your peripheral vision, okay? Now I have the rudder too, so don't worry about that. All right, 1, 2, 3, good. Keep your hand on the throttle, keep your hand on the throttle. All right, relax your pressure on your feet. All right, now start to pull back. Start to pull back a little more, good. Now push forward, forward. You see the needle is 60 miles an hour?
Yeah.
You want to stay around 60 miles an hour, okay?
All right.
Good. There you go. So if it starts to slow down on you, push forward on the stick. There you go. And if it starts to speed up, then you got to pull back, right?
Yeah.
So pull back, keep climbing. Good. Not too much, not too much. Good. Just real small adjustments. Just pull back a little bit. Good. All right, now when you want to turn to the left, remember how I said you lead with your feet?
Yeah.
So just a tiny bit of pressure on your left foot, and then turn this. And then when you turn, what's going to happen with the airplane is you're going to lose that lift, so you have to pull back just a little bit on the stick. Good. So if you want to turn left again, if you want to turn left again, use your feet first, and then follow it up with your hands.
All right.
So keep climbing. I know I said 60, but like 55, 60. So pull back a little bit so we keep climbing. And now straighten out. You want to lead with your feet. So give me a right turn.
A right?
Right turn, yeah. So right turn. Now see how you're starting to sink?
Ooh, yeah.
So pull back. Don't let it do that. Remember, you're flying the airplane. It's not flying you. Good. So if you want to level off, push forward. Push forward. Good. Now stay right here. There you go. Good. We'll do one landing on the grass over here at Allen's, all right?
All right.
2300 to the southeast.
So give me a little bit of turn to the right. Good. There you go. Now straighten out. So lead with your feet. Good. Now pull the power back just a little bit. Yeah, not the stick. Good. All right, give me a little bit of turn to the right. Just a little one. A little baby turn to the right. Good. Now straighten out. So lead with your feet, left turn. Good, very good.
I don't see much of a sunset.
Yeah, it's because it's cloudy, unfortunately. So keep going. This is where we're going to land. So fly right over it, and then I'll take controls and I'll bring us in for a quick landing, okay? All right, I have the controls.
All right, can I let go?
Oh yeah, go ahead, let go. And now when you come in for a landing, I'm just going to walk you through this, but you don't have to pay too much attention because I'm going to be doing it.
Uh-huh.
Put the carburetor heat on.
Uh-huh.
Bring the power to 1500. Remember when I talked about the tachometer? See the RPMs?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so around 1500. And then you want to pitch for around, remember I talked about the airspeed?
Yeah.
You want to pitch for around 55, 60, or when it's windy like this, maybe 65, 60.
All right.
So normally you use your throttle to increase, like when you're just normally cruising. When you're coming in for a landing, you want to use your pitch for airspeed. And if you're like, well, I'm at 65, but I'm not going down, well, then just bring the power out, right? And then
Yep.
you can pitch for 65. So when you're coming in for a landing, your altitude is controlled by your throttle and airspeed is pitch. So if you're too slow, you just kind of push forward on the stick like that. And if you're too low, then just add a little bit of power. And the trick to a nice landing is really not landing at all. So try to keep the airplane off the ground for as long as you can. All right, so we know we
So
got
like float off the ground.
Yeah, so like exactly. So power's to idle. Now I'm going to try to keep it flying for as long as I can. So just keep it flying, stick back, and then just hold the stick all the way back like this. So that's what's tricky, you know, with the landing on these airplanes. It's not like my work airplane where you have to fly it with power onto the runway. This, you bring the power to idle, and then you kind of just hold it off the ground for as long as you can. Kind of running out of daylight. I have to head back, but.
Traffic, Cessna 23009, over top Ryan W, inbound from runway 26.
Now you only use the car peak for when you're landing, right?
Yeah, or anytime you bring the power back. So what happens is when you come in for a landing, the power's all the way back, right? if you don't put the carburetor heat in, then what could happen is as the air goes through what's called the venturi, the pressure drops and the temperature drops. So if there's any moisture in the air, it could freeze up. And if it freezes up, then it kind of restricts the hole in the carburetor, so there's less air. But when you open the carburetor, it takes warm air from around the muffler that's nice and hot, so it basically heats up the air enough to where it won't freeze when it goes through that venturi. Make sense?
Yeah.
Flying W traffic, yellow cub is on the left downwind for 19, Flying W. So again, I'm gonna beam where I want to touch down. See the numbers 19 right there to the left? To the left. All the way over there. The numbers on the runway?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I bring power to around 1500 initially, but on a night like tonight, when it's bumpy like this and it's windy, you're gonna want to keep the power up there, and we're gonna come in a lot faster than we normally would. Cubs turning final, 19, Flying W.
Now, notice whenever like landing, like the pedals and the stick move a lot. Is that because
Yeah.
like you're trying to make it even?
Yeah, so it's because of when it's really windy. So I want the airplane to do exactly what I want when I want it. So you got to be really aggressive with your feet, more your feet than the actual stick, because the feet is what controls the rudder.
Yeah.
And on a Taildragger, that's really, really important, because that's how you get yourself into trouble, especially when you land and you're rolling out. That's when you've got to be really active with your feet. It's like a lot of little taps. And so remember when we were doing the run up and I told you when you pull the carburetor heat out, the RPMs drop?
Yeah.
So what happens is the air is much less dense, so the engine can't make as much power because it's hot, it's ingesting hot air. So when it's really cold out, engines, they perform better because the air is nice and dense. But when it's really hot, it's thinner and the airplane just can't make enough power. So that's kind of one thing to be careful of too, is if you use your carburetor heat, you're making less horsepower. The engine's making less horsepower.
Well, this was fun. Thank you for teaching me.
Oh, you're not done, honey. We're gonna do this a lot more.
Well, obviously.
Oh, we're gonna have to do it in the mornings when it's calm and we're not pressed for time. All right, so how to shut this thing off?
Same thing to start it on or no?
No, so look up. See here, the magnetos, look to the left. To the left. Man, you gotta work on your left and rights. Look up here. See my big hand?
Oh, yeah.
Right here, this is the magneto. So take the switch and go all the way to off. No, other way. See the arrows that way.
Oh.
All the way, aggressively. Good. And then pull that red knob out.
This?
Yep, pull it all the way out.
Ow.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.